Well, hello, my name is Paul Yoder, Field Agronomist for Pioneer. In today's video, I want to talk to you about nitrogen and the investments that you're putting out into your corn crop and how can we protect that nitrogen investment throughout the growing season. So whether you're using inhibitors or if you're not, and if you're not in particular, I strongly encourage you to listen to this video, and here are the reasons why. This past winter was very mild and warm, followed by a very mild and warm spring. Followed by that, in April, end of March, we started getting a lot of rain. Matter of fact, this field behind me, which was planted a few days ago, had water standing in it. Locally, we've had a lot of ponding in the area, and I've also been tracking through a system of ours, saturation in fields, and we've got fields that have been saturated for a solid 24 plus days. So why is that important, especially when it comes to your nitrogen investment and how to protect it? The reason is you want to keep the nitrogen in the ammonium form, NH4, which is what corn prefers, number one. Number two, NH4 form is less leachable below the root zone, and it doesn't denitrification in wet years and warm years like we're experiencing into the air. So in NO3, nitrate is a form that corn will also take up, but it's not the preferred nitrogen source. NO3, nitrate, is a form that can, in wet years and warm soils, can denitrificate into the air, as well as leaching below that root zone. Locally, we've been taking a lot of soil tests, and if you have interest in this for your farm, give us a call and we'll see if we can't get you set up. We'll make sure that you're connected to our digital program so that we can track it throughout the growing season, as well as do an analysis at the end of the year. But what we're finding locally so far with growers who have used InServe, which has been around for some time, versus a competitive product that is used, DCD, Sincero, for example, we're seeing huge results different already from this past fall. Where the field had the competitive product, we're seeing that the form of ammonium is already converted to nitrate, which is a very big concern from leaching denitrification. In that same field where we had some side-by-sides with InServe, the InServe has been protecting that nitrogen and keeping it in the ammonium form, the NH4, which is very important because NH4 form of nitrogen does not denitrificate or leach
as much.
I look forward to the results that we're going to be gathering this year. So whether or not you're side dressing with liquid, if you're using Y drops, or if you're pulling an anhydrous bar before you go out to plant, using a nitrogen inhibitor in the springtime of the year is very critical. Based on all of our data and research, we're showing about a 5% increase in yield when it comes to your corn when you use a nitrogen inhibitor like Instinct or InServe. Especially when you know that the corn's not going to take up a lot of that nitrogen until later on in the season. And if you can keep that nitrogen in the ammonium form, NH4, for an additional 4 to 8 weeks, which is exactly the time frame when that corn's going to want it when you're spring side dressing, that can definitely add bushels. Look forward to some more information as we go into the fall year and into the harvest to see the results that we're doing and conducting here locally. And if you have any questions, obviously never hesitate to call any of us here at Pioneer. And please stay safe, take care, and thank you for your business.
That concludes this Pioneer Agronomy video podcast. Visit our page on pioneer.com and follow us on Twitter and Facebook for more agronomy insights.